Welcome back to All About the Smokies. In today's video, we're here in downtown Gatlinburg, getting ready to eat some lunch / dinner here at Calhoun's. We've never had it before, so we're gonna let you know what we think. Let's get started. This video is brought to you by Dusty's Adventures. Dusty is a sponsor of All About the Smokies. He joined at the sponsorship level on YouTube. If you'd like more information, click the join button down below. Now, on to the video. Calhoun's is located just down from Ober Gatlinburg. It's directly across the street from this chapel here, located here. And just for point of reference, I've done videos before. Here's Calhoun's Village. If you park here, you can go right back here. There's a ton of parking back here. Even more than what I realized. There's a full lot back here, so you'll be able to find a spot. And it says $10 parking, but if you keep your receipt, it's going to be free. So just keep that in mind. In our view here, we have a view of the Sky Bridge up there. Right across the street, it's Cherokee Grill. Here's the menu, here's the starters. Pause where you need to. They do have wings, burgers, and sandwiches. They have some garden salads.
Do you see anything you like on here?
And then lots of barbecue items. Here's their sides on the left there.
That's what I think I'm doing.
Steaks, chops, prime rib, homemade dessert. So we've got rolls and little mini muffins, it looks like. Cornbread muffins would be my guess, but. And biscuits. It's a lemon chicken and the Southern fried catfish. And Malia got the side of fries.
Don't put that in the video.
Alex and Miranda both cut chicken tenders, so we shouldn't be able to get a good take on what it tastes like. And here is my burger. Her fries are good.
It's just a different crispiness on the outside, but the chicken is good. Where'd you eat it off of? This piece?
The baked beans are
What's that smell?
barbecue sauce.
What smell? I don't know. It smells like a fish. That's what I thought that this was. Oh, no, it's chicken. I don't like chicken. I think it's just a different breading than you're used to. Yeah.
That's a really good burger.
It looks good.
Nice and juicy. Very cheesy. Was our server, James. He was excellent. There's Malia's, got fries and tea, and we got chicken tenders plate for Miranda. Alex got the tenders and fries. And then there was my burger. And then I also got some banana pudding that I'm going to try and let you know what I think. But that was our total. That was Calhoun's in downtown Gatlinburg. Place that in all 7 years that we've been coming to the Smokies that we've not tried, but it's been there the entire time that we've been coming. So we decided to try it this trip, and I'm glad we did. So let's start out with some things that we encountered that you likely won't, and that's staff shortages. I think that'll eventually correct itself. We all know why that is that's happening, but unfortunately, the day we went, they were supposed to open up at 11, and they didn't open until 4 o'clock. So, so for us, we happened to get there right at the right time. It worked out great for us. But, you know, if you're coming in town while there's still staff shortages, that's something you may have to call ahead and find out.
Because we had a similar issue with a different restaurant. They were closing early because what we assumed were also staff shortages.
Yeah. So we put down our name. They told us about a half hour. It actually ended up being only
20
minutes. And then got seated, and the waiter came right up, started taking our order. So all of that went really well.
So what we could see in there were a lot of empty tables. So it's very clear that the issue is a shortage of staff because they weren't socially distanced empty tables. It was just entire sections.
They weren't bringing
utilized.
people in to seat them until they knew that they'd be able to serve them, which I think is probably better. I mean, personally, I think that makes more sense. So, so speaking of service, it was great. We talked.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
No, I say our waiter's been there. He said for about 3 years.
Yeah.
So.
And he was great, even though, you know, even talking to him, that being short-staffed, he had to work a lot of extra hours. He was probably a little burnout, but he still put in all of the effort that you would hope you would get out of a wait staff. So he was great. No complaints. Let's talk about the food. So with my burger, it was juicy. It was good. It had because it had the jalapeno and a little bit of kick to it. It had a nice flavor. No complaints. It was probably one of the better burgers that I've had in the Smokies. And then I got the fries with it, and I like the fries. You weren't a big fan of the fries.
No, they just. I didn't really like the flavor. I don't know. They were just fries. There wasn't anything about them that I just. It wasn't worth it to me to eat them just to eat them because there wasn't any more behind it than that. They also have like tots, like tater tots, and I could have tried those. Hindsight, I could have tried something besides fries.
Gosh, you could have tried this. You could have tried that. You could have tried
My
1,000 things.
mom got macaroni and it was delicious. So I did get to try a bite of it and it was really good.
And they both liked their dishes. He had the chicken. It was like a lemon chicken, and he said it was tender, not dry. And then she had the
Catfish, I believe.
Yeah. So and she liked it. So Alex said his chicken was fine. Didn't have any issues with it. So
yeah, it's not as breaded as some of the chicken tenders you get from other places. So I liked it more. It caught him a little off guard.
Yeah. First bite, he was like, I can't eat this.
He's used to all of that breaded crunch, and it has breading just a little less.
Lighter breading.
Yeah, but the chicken was incredibly tender.
Yeah.
It was really good. It comes with honey, mustard, dipping sauce, but there's barbecue sauce on the table or ketchup or whatever you want with it.
I did try the barbecue sauce. It was their own barbecue sauce, which is in a container on the table. I wasn't a big fan. It was kind of sour, not sweet. I didn't care for it, but anyway, it's.
Different people like different things. We like our barbecue sauce sweet.
Yep, and sweet and a little tangy, but not sour. So food wise, I think we all had a pretty decent meal. No one had any complaints there. Service was good.
Can they bring up the bread?
Yeah. So let's talk about the bread that they bring out the table, because I know some of you had said, you know, that's a key component to your lunch or dinner is bread.
Their bread was so good. So they come out with, I know he showed you the biscuits, the garlic rolls, and then there are these little cornbread muffins, and then this other, what did they call it?
Spent
mash,
spent mash
muffins. So they called them beer muffins, but it was so sweet and delicious.
They said they made it with the leftover like wheat and barley or whatever from the brewery when they were making their beer. That's why they call them the beer muffins. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments if I'm saying something wrong.
He said it had, so we asked what was in it, and he said that, he said, I think maple, maybe cinnamon. What was the third thing? I texted it to you, but we asked the waiter what was in it, and he told us what the ingredients were.
I'm gonna pop them up right here.
They're really good. I'm telling you, I could have eaten just a whole basket of those. But the biscuits, everything was good. The only thing I didn't try was the garlic roll. Because I don't tolerate garlic really well anyway.
I tried it. They were a little on the dry side, a little on the hard side. But everything else, the biscuits were some of the best biscuits I've had in the with any meal that I can recall recently.
Yeah.
Pricing. So it's going to be a touch higher, and I think what you expected of that restaurant was probably somewhat accurate. It is a little on the pricey side, but when you're eating in Gatlinburg, when you're doing anything in Gatlinburg, you kind of have to. There's almost like this extra cost baked into everything that you may not get anywhere else. But
I'd say, what if you're rating it high, moderate?
Yeah.
Because what were my chicken tenders, like $14.50 or something?
Yeah, so I mean, definitely on the higher side. So, but would you eat there again?
I would.
Yeah, I would too. And I think, I talked about the location. What's nice about where it is, there's two things. I mentioned it in the video. One is there is parking there, so if you keep your receipt, you get free parking. Two, if you're walking around Gatlinburg, it is the, dare I say, quieter side of Gatlinburg. So you're more likely, you're not dealing with the crowds down there. So two positives on the location for sure.
Yeah, we call the busy corner Bubblegum Corner, and it is nothing like Bubblegum Corner. It is.
Yeah.
Once you get past the convention center, which this one is down closer towards Light 10, it is a lot quieter down there.
Yeah, much quieter. Good place to leave and head into the Smoky Mountains after your meal too. But.
And if you have kids, there is a little park area just back behind that location. You go back the parking lot and turn left. It's not like a park like a big park, but it's shaded and it's just a nice quiet place if your kids just need to run around and burn off some energy.
I'll link up above. I did a full video on that Calhoun's village where Calhoun sits, and I'll link it up above if you're interested to see what all is back in that Calhoun's area. So all in all, we would recommend it to others. Good meal, good service, little on the pricey side, but if you're okay with paying a little bit more, then we would recommend it and would eat there again.
Yes, we would.
So that'll do it for this video from the Great Smoky Mountains.
We hope you have a great day.
God bless.